Welcome back everyone. So today, since yesterday the charity shops was not what I expected them to be, I thought I'd make another video today, just going out and seeing if I can pick up any stock and show you around the charity shops as well. Show you if they're worth it, if they're not. Before I stopped making YouTube videos, when I was going to the charity shops, they were quite expensive and the prices were just going up. I think there's about 4 charity shops where I'm going, maybe 5, I can't really remember, just depends if obviously they're open or not. So you can come along with me. Hopefully I get a little bit more footage. I'm just in the car now, getting ready to go to the charity shops. Hopefully we can pick up some good stock. Need to go and get some petrol first because it's running a bit low. The petties went down. I've never done voiceovers before for videos, so I thought I'd just give it a go since I'm not able to speak to you when I'm actually in a charity shop. But the first place we stopped off at was the cancer research. This one was the most busiest out of them all. As you can see, there's so many people in this shop, and to be honest, I didn't get anything out of this shop either because it wasn't the best options. So quick enough, I was straight out of that shop. But there is some nice like Christmas stuff in there, so obviously all the oldies like to go in there to get their wee Christmas stuff, and that's what it was full of. There were so many of them. Basically, I don't think I've filmed in the Salvation Army because I think when I walked in, it was really busy in there as well, and I think I did try to record, but it mustn't have recorded on my phone. But I did get a jacket from there that I'll show you once the charity shop footage is done. It was just a Jules jacket that I got for £3. But now we're in the PDSA. This one I call the rip-off shop, as there is some nice stuff in there, but it never sells because of the price that they still price it at. I thought after not going into the charity shops for months that maybe the prices might have came down a little, but I think they're just going up and up. But as you can see, it's just a lot of random rubbish that you're finding here. Not the best stock, to be honest. But then I went over to the knick-knack stuff, and I did spot this iron brew glass that looked quite cool. It looked quite vintagey, but I swear to God it was like £10. So, you know, not picking that up when that's £10 for a glass. And then there was also a glass chess set that was down there, but I'm pretty sure that was £25. Now, I don't know much about glass chess sets, but I don't think I'd be picking one up for £25 from the charity shop. And these mannequins kept making me think someone was behind me. I was getting a bit creeped out. And then I touched this Rangers teddy and had to wash my hands immediately after that. Because we're not Rangers fans in this household. Celtic and Hibs. And then I went over to the plushies, and it was £1 each, which was the cheapest thing that was actually in here. And there was a Fireman Sam, which would probably have some type of resale value on it, considering it's only £1, but I just left it anyway. I did end up knocking it over by mistake as well, and there was a guy right in front of me, so that was a bit awkward. But then there was a tiger as well under there that I've actually sold before, but there was nothing really worth picking up there. And then I went on to the sweatshirts, and there wasn't really anything in there. Every sweatshirt was like priced at like $7.99 or something, like their base price, which was a bit mental. But then there was a Guns N' Roses t-shirt in amongst that, but I think it was a pre-marked one, so not really worth picking up. Now you can't really see what I'm going through here because it's the stuff that's up high. Now it's just t-shirts, but there wasn't actually anything in there either, so you didn't miss out on anything. But those pairs of shoes, I'm like, does anyone else in their charity shop just have the most random pairs of shoes? Like, I feel like none of them are branded. They're just all off-brand off-brand shoes. And like, I feel like when I go in the charity shop now, I never find like any branded shoes, not even like Adidas or Puma or Nike. But maybe that's just the charity shops I go to. And then I had a wee browse through the polo shirts. I don't think there was anything in there. There was these interesting polo shirts, but just your usual ones that you'll find. And then I spotted the jeans section, as the sections in here are all so weird, but there was nothing in here. Nothing at all, except from those pair of police jeans, which I think were $7.99, were they? If I show it, maybe I don't even show it. I think they were $7.99, but I do know some police jeans sell, but I'm not really too familiar with the brand, so I didn't want to didn't want to pick them up because I'm not really picking up things if I don't think they're going to sell. I just realised there was a pair of Levi's in amongst them as well, but guaranteed they were like 20 quid or something. Then I went over to the women's jackets as well. But does anyone else feel a bit awkward when they're looking through like the women's section? I feel like you're being like judged when you're looking through them, but I could be looking for my girlfriend or my mum or my girlfriend's nana, you never know, eh? But I just feel like people always look at you thinking you shouldn't be looking through like women's clothes. I don't know, but that was me finished there. Then there were some nice Christmas decorations on top of the charity shops, but my footage from the British Heart Foundation, I literally filmed this walking in, and I'm pretty sure I thought I kept recording, but apparently it didn't. And there were some mental things in there that were so expensive, but you didn't miss much because I didn't pick up anything. And there was a pair of Gucci jeans for £25 that were fake, so that was funny. But the last charity shop that we went in, or that I went in, was Oxfam. Now, this one, I never really pick up much from it, but this is the reason why I never pick much up from it, because you'll see how much they actually price their stuff at, which is mental. Now, I don't know if they've got a pure brand deal going on with Bershka here, but they had loads of Bershka stuff, and that was £19.99. Basically, everything was like £19.99 or like 30 quid. It was actually crazy. Like this peanuts thing, I thought it was quite cool. Brand new with tags, £29.99. I'm like, that is probably how much it cost you to buy that in Bershka. There's no way that costs more than 30 quid. Because who do you see rocking about with that on? I thought that was quite cool, the Minecraft sweatshirt. But didn't actually know how much that went for. But then that was it. Like the men's stuff in this Oxfam are quite terrible. There's only a few t-shirts as well. There was this like vintage Gildan New York t-shirt. And then there was this Puma t-shirt as well, but didn't have a price on it. That's the one I was on about, the New York, and tag was so old, but I thought I'd just leave that because it looked a bit mangled. Sorry, so I think it's Pull and Bear, not Bershka, that they had like the new with tags stuff in. But then there was also this jacket for £40. I don't even know what brand this was. I'm pretty sure it was not an expensive brand, but like it's just a basic jacket, and they're wanting £40 for it. I'm like, that jacket will never sell in there for £40. No one is buying that. Maybe if it was something that was actually a bit nicer, like designer. It wasn't even designer because of the label. I've never heard of them. But yeah, that basically summed up the charity shop haul today. Shops were not the best. I feel like when I am going to these charity shops, all I'm doing is seem to be moaning about them. But I do like going in the charity shops because you never know what you're going to go in and find and come out with. But unfortunately, recently, it seems that I never come out with much. But hopefully in the future, I'm able to find some more bargains. It just seems to be on Facebook is where I find all my good bargains. But I think I'll just end the charity shop footage here because there really wasn't much else to see here. So I'm just going to go through what I picked up from the charity shop today. There's only one item that I did pick up, and it was this Jules jacket. Now it is a very old jacket. Not old, towards like the older generation I think. But the reason why I picked it up is it was only £3. And Jules is usually a decent brand to pick up, but when I was searching up these jackets, I couldn't really tell what they really go for. Some were selling quite cheap and some were selling for a bit more, so I'll just have to put it up at roughly what I think it will sell for, and if it doesn't sell, then I'll knock the price down a bit. But today's video was mainly just the charity shops. I was hoping to show you a bit more pickups that I got, but unfortunately the charity shops weren't the best, and I'll just need to keep trying my luck with them. But we do still have the Facebook Marketplace find that we got last night. Still need to test that and list it all, but I'll do that eventually. And then I did have a few sales, or a couple sales that came in. I think I sold the 4 Harry Potter books. I just accepted an offer for £11 just to get them gone. And then I also sold, I think it was like a demo game. Can't remember what the name was, but I'll pop them both on the screen. That's what sold recently, like the past day or so. I'll try and start recording more stuff as well, and show you things that I've sold, things that I've picked up, and maybe I'll have some other ideas in the bag for what I can do. But if you do like these videos, then make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.